this video about? What's this kid? What are we doing? Cheesecake. Cheesecake. Hey, Cake Nieces. It's Marisha. I've been wanting to make a banana pudding cheesecake for a very long time, and I made one. This was so good. However, there were some technical difficulties and I just didn't appreciate it. But we're gonna get into all of that. This is a wonderful recipe. If you love that new style of banana pudding with the cream cheese, the Cool Whip and all of that, this is for you. This is a good one. This is a recipe that you're going to want to keep in your pantry, okay, in your book, for need to know recipes, and it is not difficult. So if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, press on the notification bell, and let's get started. Okay, you fabulous cake nieces, let's get started. So I have here my cream cheese, Philadelphia's finest, of course. You must make sure that it is room temperature so that you can get a good smooth consistency after mixing. So I did mix that by itself for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to add a extremely ripe banana. It's the kind that makes you a little bit too uncomfortable to eat, but it's still good so that it won't attract any type of pests or give you a gut feeling like it's time for you to throw it away. That's perfect for baking. And continue mixing until it is completely smooth. Next, I'm going to add my granulated sugar, some cornstarch, and some sour cream. Whenever you see sour cream in a cheesecake, just know it's about to be really good. It tends to make it smoother. And then the cornstarch in a cheesecake tends to make it a little bit denser, a little bit thicker in consistency, which I really do enjoy, but I leave it out when I'm doing a keto cheesecake. Notice that I am making sure to mix multiple times throughout the recipe to make sure that I have a very creamy consistency. Next, I'm going to add in some vanilla extract and banana extract. That is a bubble in my banana extract, and it worried me at first. But then I said, you know, okay. And if you can't find banana extract, I actually got that from a Hispanic spice aisle. So that was a good find. I'm going to continue to mix for a couple more minutes. Make sure everything is smooth, creamy, and it actually got nice and fluffy as well. So once I'm comfortable with that, I'm going to add in my eggs, one egg at a time. Now you don't want to overmix when you're adding in your eggs because that can cause for cracking in your cheesecake, and we definitely don't want that. So you're going to mix just until combined. Make sure that it's fully combined though, okay? Everything just looks beautiful, doesn't it? I love the specks that the bananas give off. That's what bananas do. I'm here for it. So now we are going to create our crust. Of course, we have to use Vanilla Wafers or Vanilla Wafers because inflation is crazy and you can definitely use the store brand. I have my food processor here. I'm going to add in a couple cups of those Vanilla Wafers. Bring our cookies down to a perfect crumb. And then we're going to add in some of that unsalted melted butter. And that's going to make our crust. It's going to be perfect. Of course you can do graham crackers if you would like, but this is, you know, banana pudding, so. Feel free to add a pinch of sea salt. You can even add some spices to bring some warmth to the crust. You're looking for a consistency of wet sand or wet cookie. You know, I'm going to put that in the bottom of my springform pan and really pat it down. I do have a silicone mat at the bottom of this pan as well. I'm going to press it in with a cup. And then I want to do something special for this. In my head, I imagine this really gorgeous layer of almost soldier-like stance vanilla cookies, if you will. But it's a struggle, of course. If you watch Jamie Foxx, you know exactly what I'm thinking. No, but let's pump the brakes right now because this is where I made a crucial mistake. Put parchment paper around your pan. Line it with parchment paper because if not, you're gonna have a heartbreak hotel moment when you go to release the cake from the pan. As you will see. You will see mine. Cakenistas and gentlemen, we are officially on the struggle bus. You know, I like to hop on the struggle bus at least once a month. Why not now? So I was literally trying to put the cookies along the pan. It took me about 30 minutes to get these 9 cookies to surround the pan. Then I said, let me put some of that batter down. Yes! Genius idea, genius, right? And then I'm gonna put the batter all the way inside, and then when I demold the cheesecake, girl, is it gonna be gorgeous? Oh, just wait and see, okay? Let's pat this all in place. Make sure that we have a delicious layer of banana cheesecake. Let's crumble some of those cookies on top, because we have to have cookies all throughout, okay? You know I like to do cookies on the top and cookies on the bottom. We are going to wrap the pan in foil carefully, put it in a larger pan, and then add some boiling water. And you want to make sure, it's very difficult at times, but you want to make sure not to get any of that water into the foil. Okay, so we're going to bake this slowly in the oven, and then we are going to leave it in the oven after it's done baking for about an hour. All of the directions and ingredients will be in the description below. Don't you worry. Let's move on to our banana pudding for right now. Heavy whipping cream, confectioner sugar, a little bit of cream cheese. I love cream cheese in my pudding. It is amazing. And then that banana pudding. You can also use vanilla pudding and a little bit of banana extract, or you can just use vanilla pudding because you have plenty of banana already. We're going to give all of this a mix. And this is how I make my banana pudding when I'm doing it like for cakes or just for that home style banana pudding. This is what I do. I'm going to then add in some Cool Whip. And no, I typically do not measure this part. I just kind of know what I'm looking for. I know what I want. It's kind of a scoop of this, a splash of that, and it comes out right. But I will give you guys measurements down below. The consistency that we're looking for is like a whipped pudding. Not as gloppy as regular pudding, but like a good whipped pudding. Almost like a no-bake cheesecake. So I'm going to put that on the top of the cheesecake. Of course, the cheesecake is fully cooled. It was in the refrigerator overnight, and this is the next day. So I'm going to level that pudding. It looks so good. It looks so decadent. I'm going to level that out. And then we're going to set this in the refrigerator for at least an hour. In the meantime, let's make some stabilized whipped cream. I do have a separate video. It's literally like a minute long or less. And it has exact measurements of how to make stabilized whipped cream. It is simply heavy whipping cream, a little bit of confectioner sugar, and some pudding. So you're already using pudding mix in the cheesecake and the actual pudding. You will have some hopefully left over, just a tablespoon or so, to add to your stabilized whipped cream, and this will help it to be stabilized. Okay, so it'll definitely hold up. Now the exciting part, we are going to demold the cheesecake. Oh, goodness gracious. Now this is where the struggle bus takes us on the top of the hill to drop us straight to the ground, you guys. Alright, so first off, it wouldn't just come out, and I was like, okay, I haven't made a cheesecake in a long time, and I'm like, am I forgetting something? Whatever, let's move past that. We'll fix this later. I'm not even really concerned about this. But I am concerned at the fact that the cheesecake just won't come out. It just won't come out of the pan. I can't push down. I can't push up. I can't even really open the springform pan to really get it out. Guys, this was about 5 minutes of me doing this right here. And when I saw those cookies, my heart dropped. Like, they're on the actual I can hear the cry of a million doves right now. But now I just want you guys to look at this. Now I'm gonna try to fix this, okay? But Can you see what I was going for? Look at the layerage. You can see clearly the banana pudding, the cheesecake, the cookies, and then the crust. Oh my goodness, if I added that parchment paper, lined the pan with it, you guys, it would have been an absolutely gorgeous cheesecake. Gorgeous. I am so mad. Like, this was disturbing. I could have shed a tear. I probably would have covered the entire thing, covered it in whipped cream, and just decorated it as a cake. And I mean, that wouldn't have been bad. That's kind of exciting to me. But instead, I'm going to pipe almost like snowman-like whipped cream mounds onto the top of the cheesecake. I feel like I'm on the struggle bus and I'm just riding it for fun at this point. This is not the piping tip that, like, as soon as I piped, I regretted it. I did. I regretted it. But I was like, you know what? I already have mounds of cookies protruding from the cake. Hey. Okay? It's like, what can we do? It's a struggle bus, good time. Our saving grace is going to be that, yes, this is one of the best cheesecakes. And I say that every time I make a cheesecake, but I'm serious. This is my top 5 right here. This is one of the best cheesecakes that I've ever made and eaten. The recipe is fire, you guys. The execution, however, is dire. People saw this and they're like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And I'm like, stop it. Look at me trying to figure out where to put a piece of banana. And then I thought I was going to put it down. Then I picked it back up because there was so much going on. I'm like, I have to try to fix this and make the best out of this situation. At this point, this is an artist trying to fix their nasty mistake. I'm touching every piece of banana with a piece of banana. And then I'm going back in with whipped cream. Look at me trying to make something happen. And then what do? I pipe a mama bear snowman and then a baby bear snowman, and I'm acting like it's gonna make it better, and it's not. We're gonna say Couture and a banana pudding cheesecake because, like I said, this cheesecake was absolutely amazing. I'm not even gonna lie, this was good. Please make it and do it right. So of course, because this came out the way that it did, I have to make another one. I have to do it again. This was so difficult though. Trying to get those cookies to stand up made no sense. I wasn't gonna give up. I literally cut the camera off and I worked on getting those cookies to stand up, and guess what? They stood up. It was borderline disrespectful the way that it did me like that. I just felt like, did I not create you? If it doesn't look good, it's at least gonna be delicious. I hope that you guys enjoyed that video. I was able to share this cheesecake and all who ate it enjoyed it. It was splendiferous. You were not expecting that word. The cake Nisa comment of the day is going to go to Madeline Suazo. On my ASMR Decorate a Heart Cake with Me, so many triggers, tingle sensation. Those ASMR videos have the longest titles ever. Madeline says, you are too funny. Thanks for that video. You are so welcome. I'm so glad that I can make you laugh. I was cracking myself up writing that title. I'm a little bit sarcastic and it was just so much fun making that video. I love a good ASMR video. I don't know if it gave anybody any tingles, but it sure made me laugh. If you would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. I will see y'all in the next video. And yes, there's a cake tale coming. There is a cake tale coming. Don't worry. Bye, Cake Nista. No, not Pop. If you could play some... I'm trying to tell you. If you could play something that would get me excited, upbeat, huh? She's playing Tank. Girl. How did I lose you?